Brenden, what are you doing?
What happened?
What are you doing?
I don't know what you're even talking about.
Are you making sex jokes over on St. Louis radio? What is this?
I don't think I would. That doesn't sound like me.
What is this?
Doesn't sound like something I do, so
Well,
I think you need to explain.
I think we need to give Exhibit A here.
I
Brenden,
didn't know there'd be evidence.
Brenden appeared on KMOX, the St. Louis Cardinals flagship station in St. Louis, and he was on with Chris and Amy, who I believe that's their morning show, right?
I think it's like midday-ish.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Chris and Amy show. He's on to talk Cardinals, but they also got him talking about a thing. Were the Mets doing this, or was this a minor league baseball?
This was the Mets. So
Okay.
I want to set the scene a little bit. I didn't know there'd be evidence, but I'm there to talk Cardinal baseball. But they asked me about at first I think it's the Twins. We talked about this, the wieners that they have, the hot dogs, the sausages that it's like their
home run
sausage.
sausage. Yeah,
it's a home run sausage. They had just asked me if I was familiar with the concept of that. And, we talked about, maybe the Cardinals need something like that, because they stink or whatever. And then it kind of parlayed from the sausage thing to, well, did you hear about the Mets with the 97-year-old war veteran that threw out a first pitch? And everybody kind of thought he had a bit of a funny name. His name was Seymour Weiner. It's a man's name. First name, Seymour.
Yeah, Seymour Weiner.
Last name, Weiner.
Yeah.
Now, I believe at some point during the interview, Amy might have referred to him as Seymour Wieners, and that maybe takes even on a different connotation.
Okay. All right.
Kind of driving the point home a little further than you needed.
Either way, that was they started that conversation with you bringing up that event, and
they brought it up.
They brought it up, sure, and then you started talking Cardinals baseball, and you went through your whole all that, and then this is why they suck, or things like that.
Well, I don't think I said that on the flagship, but maybe over here,
maybe you did. I wouldn't dare say it over there. And then towards the end, here was the exchange.
All right, Brenden Schaeffer, we appreciate your time. Thank you for visiting with us today. Is there anything else that we should know before we say goodbye?
Mm-hmm. Nothing from me, just the Seymour Weiner thing. I'm learning from you guys, so appreciate you guys for the time today, and that was something I didn't expect.
I love this headline from The Athletic.
Okay.
And the headline is, Mets celeb Seymour Weiner, age 97, has heard your jokes.
I bet he has.
We didn't make any jokes. We were just talking about him, right? And they're partnering with him for Hot Dog Day.
It's a happy ending. It really is.
Well, okay. Brenden.
What?
What? I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you didn't, did you?
This guy.
Yeah, he did.
This guy.
I heard what happened there.
I never trust a guy named Brenden.
The way he spells it with 2 E's?
Can't trust
come
that.
on. After
Oh, my gosh.
Can you believe that?
That's not a typo?
It's not a typo. He spells it with 2 E's.
I don't make typos, all right?
Yeah,
That's right.
Whatever.
Matt is a detailed guy. Brenden.
Oh man.
Then they start talking about my name.
What is your problem, Schaeffer?
Well, you talked about the other guy's name, so that seems fair.
No, it's fair. Turn the arrow toward myself. Here's the deal, man. Part of it that was not mentioned in the context was the hot dog day. They did like $1 hot dog, and by the way, I think that event just went down, and Citi Field set an attendance record for it. So they said, Seymour, thanks you, which is kind of a cool sidebar. But okay, so yeah, we're talking about the guy's name, Seymour Weiner, and maybe I said that it was a happy ending. It was a happy ending to the story of Seymour Weiner because they partnered with him. This is why that's relevant, that they set an attendance record. Yeah. It's an attendance record for Citi Field because of this guy. Everybody was inspired to go eat hot dogs. Seymour Weiner, Seymour, thanks you, he said. That's it. He was happy with the way it was a happy ending to the story of the Mets partnership with Seymour Weiner. I stand by this. I don't understand the problem.
Are you turning this on them for them thinking that it was a different type of joke that you were trying to make?
In fairness, and I could go to my grave, and you may not believe me if I stuck with the story that I didn't mean to do it. I thought, hey, it's a happy ending to the story. We're talking about the story of the Mets partnering with a 97-year-old war veteran for a good thing, for a thing that everybody can be happy about. Everybody feels good about it. It wasn't about anything else that you wanted to assign to that. I was talking about the story. Oh, what a happy ending to the story that they're going to partner with this guy. That's all I meant.
Sure.
But evidently, there can be other connotations to the phrase, I guess, I suppose.
You don't think?
And that's right where Chris Raunchy went. His mind in the gutter. Yeah, I mean, I'll put it on Chris Raunchy a little bit.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
Whoa!
I was an innocent. You're just making banter, right? Amy says, look, they partnered with him for Hot Dog Day. And I said, what a happy ending that is. I just thought the story was a good story. And I always like a story better if the ending is good. You want the ending of the story to be a good ending.
No, look, I get it.
Am I making it worse? I mean, I thought.
I don't know. I really don't know.
875 KTGR.
Is Brenden making it worse?
So this happened on KMOX. What's it to you? I mean, I didn't know they were going to talk about. I thought they were going to say, hey, what do you think? The offense is kind of going through it a little bit. That pitching staff, I mean, we like the back of that bullpen. Hey, Brenden, what do you think about? They said, hey, what do you think about this dude? His name is Seymour Weiner. I said, did you say Seymour Weiner? And they said, well, it's either that or Seymour Wieners. I'm not sure which. That's what this ended up devolving into. I can't help that. What am I to do? What's a guy to do?
You can not say it's a happy ending. That's what you can do.
I could have started with that. Yep, that's true.
Come on.
I could have just stonewalled it. Thank you for having me on the radio. I'm going to be very careful about what I say the rest of this time. Thank you. Just talking to the mic. Yeah, just into the microphone. Thank you. I don't know what I was supposed to do.
Or the phone of your, whatever it is.
It was because Hot Dog Day. Who doesn't love a guy who served his country, 97 years old? He's out to throw the first pitch out. He's such a phenomenon because he's heard the jokes about his name. But then they're going to partner with him for Hot Dog Day and break a Citi Field attendance record. If that's not a happy ending to that story, then frankly, another hot dog reference, I don't know what is.
No, now you're just trying to make other hot dog references to cover this one up. No,
that one I did on purpose. The frankly one I did on purpose.
I know you did.
The happy ending thing, it was inadvertent.
Okay.
And when I say inadvertent,
all right,
was there something subconscious there where I really wanted to make a sex joke on the flagship for the St. Louis Cardinals? Maybe. I don't know. I can't, I'd have to go to my therapist to figure that one out.
We're talking about it in Columbia, Missouri radio, so I mean, certainly.
100%. And the Cardinals are on this station too, so now I have soiled multiple stations. After the fact, Chris Raunchy said, I said, look, man, I was just talking here. And he said, Jack Buck would have been ashamed of you. And I'm sorry.
Wait, did he really say that? What?
He was joking.
Okay.
He was joking. I sent him a message after just to kind of continue the banter. And I said, look, man, I just thought it was a happy ending to the story. And so he said, you have soiled this radio station. I said, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. He was kidding. I was kidding. It was a good time. I had fun.
Get him out.
I don't know if I'll be invited back, but I had fun.
Well, you're invited back, but you're only allowed to make sex jokes now. That's the sole purpose. That
is my utility. No, we don't need you to do any analysis of the baseball team. We're not too fond of what you do in that area.
Talk more about Seymour Weiner. That's what we want.
We kind of like that Seymour Weiner angle that you did, and that was pretty good. Maybe they did like it. I don't know.
That's probably what they'll call you for next. Who knows? Maybe Seymour Weiner has another thing coming up.
I'm gonna need him to stay in the news. I think it's my only chance to get back on the station. That's probably true.
Blue Chew, hit our line. We got a clap for you.
Oh my God!
Oh, no.
See, he just went, and there was nothing subtle about that. He just went and
that was just Chris wanting to make a sex joke. That's what he was doing.
It was good. Yeah. So now he's made one on KTGR. Andy, anything you'd like to add?
I'm going to not add to this. Actually, I'm going to abstain from all that and make sure that we just move on.
That's
all good.
Abstinence can be good in certain scenarios.
I knew you would take it that way.
You. I'm sorry.
I knew you.
What can I say?
Contact with our sales team.
I'm on a roll.